In the words of a wise man, when all else fails, upload a game against Nick. What's up, guys? I have a game here today against Superblah411, also known as Nick, person who has not got the internet right now. But anyways, that is bad, but this is good because I have a game for you to watch and upload and stuff and the thing. So, this was actually a really close game in all perspective. I can't speak, but let's attempt to. So, he's going to lead off with a mute. And he grass knots. I'm like, well, fuck. And then I realised that Marsh Tom is a monster, and he just takes that grass knot just so professionally, as if it was in fact his job. And yeah, it is his job. So I'm usually going for the Dark Pulse, and at this point I'm still not aware that he is in fact a Zoroark. I'm just retarded because I thought, well, obviously Mew can learn any move, so it's kind of a really good thing to disguise as a Zoroark because, you know, it's Mew, and especially if you're going to go for a Dark Pulse instead of Night Burst, then it pretty much, you know, it's kind of confusing. But I do get the torrent boosted waterfall off, and you know, seeing how much it did and seeing how much damages that is great because, you know, of course I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO with the waterfall. So would you look at that, Marsh Tom comes out of the exchange having beaten a Zoroark which carried Grass Knot no less. Look at that, that is professional. So in comes King. I don't want him setting up a sub because, knowing Nick, he uses substitute on like every single frickin' poke known to man. It's just like out of the blue he'll have substitute on something. So I don't want him doing that, which is why I stay in and just go for the earthquake or the waterfall. I think waterfall because of torrent. That's why I went for it. So I'm gonna bring in Mence here, and he's gonna overpredict. Or I think he overpredicts anyway, and believes that I would go for a move which wasn't earthquake. But in fact I do go for a move which is Earthquake, so, you know, loss on his part. But in comes the Zebra, and I know the Zebra has really good speed, so I'm going to switch out because he will probably outspeed me, hit with an HP Ice. The best thing to take an HP Ice is probably my Machamp. I think is probably the most bulky thing I have on the team currently to take the hit, so that's what I go to, and unfortunately I get critted, which is just like, ugh, really, man, I really could have done without that because, you know, I wanted Machamp to actually do something in this match as opposed to die like he usually does, so it's a shame, but he's going to Volt Switch out on me, so I know he's not choiced, which is great. I didn't see Life Orb. He might have Life Orb. I'm not paying attention at the moment, so he might have Life Orb, and I'm just being an idiot. So I'm going to pay back the incoming thing, which is a Bouffalon, and apparently I'm faster than Bouffalon, so I go for another payback, and it still does a nice little chunklet, but it's not enough to dent the thing. So I do leave Machamp in for death fodder. The head charge is going to, you know, take off a little bit more recoil from him, so it's all to my benefit in the end. And at this point I'm thinking I don't want Draco to miss. I don't want him switching in something to dodge the something. I don't want him to switch into something and it not die, and yeah. I go for the earthquake basically in case he switches, and would you fucking believe it? He leaves with half. That's 1/4 of a smidgen. That's how small that is. That is 1/4 of a smidgen. Look at that bullcrap. Anyway, for want of a better pun, that bull, which is crap, is dead now. So yeah, he's gone. So we both get to switch something in. I choose my Fungus Among Us, the Fungus, and he goes to Cloyster, and I'm like, well, you know, I can probably take an Icicle Spear, but then I face palm and realise that I'm Grass type and it's super effective, and then I'm like, oh well, you're really clever, Zed. That was smart and a half, and it dies. Among Us just dies. So I'm like, well, crap. At least I have a Azumarill in the wings who can come in, go for a superpower, and hopefully knock the fuck out of that thing. Cloyster does go first, however. But fortunately for me, he actually decides to go for the Shell Smash, thinking that he would probably be able to live a hit from me, predicting I'm not sure what. But Superpower is my game plan. I have a Choice Band, so even though he's going to get the White Herb and bring his defenses back to normal, and regardless of the fact that Cloyster has like 200 or something defense, it's still going to die, because Superpower from a Choice Band, that hurts quite a lot, and he goes down. So yeah, great, fantastic. So at this point, I'm kind of sitting back, chilling, relaxed, and I'm like, okay, what's he got left? Ah, yes, he has the Zebra. So I have two forms of priority on the team. I have Aquajet and Azumarill, and I have Extreme Speed in Arcanine. So I'm going to go to Arcanine first to take the Volt Switch, and then hopefully see what he switches into, and get a hit onto it with either a Flare Blitz or a Close Combat, or, you know, a Wild Charge, anything like that. I know I can take a Volt Switch pretty nicely, and I can Extreme Speed the Zebra if I manage to get another hit on it later, and then take it down eventually. But he goes out to Mew, and this is his actual Mew this time, with my Z back and forth, because it just pisses me the hell off. And it's really nice because his transform actually allows him to intimidate me, and therefore Flare Blitz is going to do pretty much nothing to him. So in this situation, I do not want to stay in because I'm now intimidated and he has the upper hand. He can close combat me and probably finish me off from this range. So I'm going to withdraw, and he's actually going to predict my withdrawal as well, and he's going to go to the Zebra, predicting me to go back to Azumarill, which was a really excellent play on his part, because as you can see, Azumarill comes in, and I'm in a bit of a dilemma here. I can either go for the Aquajet, which I decide to do, or I could go back out to Arcanine, hoping to take another hit. I'm not sure if I can or not, if Volt Switch will do less or more or what, but somehow I am confident in the fact that I can live a Volt Switch, simply because it's not as powerful as Thunderbolt, and because this Azumarill has max HP and is generally pretty bulky. So I do live the Volt Switch. Fantastic. In comes Mew, and at this point, if I go for an Aquajet, it's fine, because even if he does kill me with any kind of move, I'll be able to bring in Arcanine and go for the Extreme Speed after that. So that's fine. He's going to kill me with a Thunderbolt, not Thunderbolt. But at this point, I have it in the bag. Arcanine has Extreme Speed, and I knew I needed to keep this thing alive. So it does manage to come in here. Extreme Speed, the Mew for the KO, and then of course the Zebra is going to be at low enough HP to the point where it comes in, it will eventually die. Not eventually, but it will die in one hit from the Extreme Speed. So it's going to be ending up, I think it's going to be a 1-0 there, and I'm going to win by something like 90 something or 80 something HP after Life Orb Recoil. So really close one. We usually don't have matches this close, but that's because we generally piss around and don't use normal crap. So there you go. I live 75 and I win the game by 75 HP. So really good match, Nick. Good fun. Make sure you go check out his channel, of course, because that will be in the description, obviously. I don't know what else I would put there instead. Sheikah's channel. Why would I put Sheikah's channel? Sheikah's going to make a comment about this now, and he's going to say Repulsion, because that's what he does. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So if you like, go check out the Twitter page, go check out the Facebook page, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. It very much helps me out. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.